our deck framing layout section is going to be basically how do we want to frame this deck. So if we scroll up here, we can kind of see the options to choose from, deck framing layout. Now, these can be broken down into two categories. A dropped beam type of deck, which means our joists are going to be cantilevered, resting on top of our beam and cantilevered over it, or a flush beam, in which case our joists are going to be tied into our beam or girder, which will then be supported by structural posts. Now, type A, if you look, here's the key here, will be joists that will be a flush beam, where joist just tied into our girder or beam, just like right over here. Type B will be our most basic cantilevered or dropped beam type of deck, which will be like this, where our joists are just cantilevered over our beam and just have a rim board on it. Now type C is also going to be a cantilevered, but it just basically means we have two girders or beams. So in which case you would want two girders or beams. Maybe you have a long span and you want to have a mid-span support underneath the joist. Or let's say you want to move a girder back towards the house. Let's say it's a freestanding deck, or you just can't get a good attachment to the house. Maybe it's a brick house or something. Then you might want to use a girder close to the house, and which case that would be a type C deck. Now a type D deck is going to be a hybrid. It's going to be if you want a mid-span support, so our joist will be supported in the middle going over our girder, but then at the end will be tied into a beam just like this. So a D deck will be a mix of both a dropped beam and a flush beam. So if we go down here, we can select which kind we want, and it will populate over here which kind we've chosen. Now also, if you don't want to scroll up and you just want to select it through here, you can do that as well.